For centuries, the various cultures of the world have used mythology to help them better understand different aspects of their world and daily lives. The characters, stories, and concepts that have spawned from mythological tales each have unique and meaningful names that are both culturally significant and mentally stimulating in nature. Perhaps the most well-known and famous of all dog-like mythological creatures is the three-headed hound of the underworld, Cerberus. If these stories are to be believed at all, from the black dog of England to the Inugami Yokai of Japan, the world is filled with alleged legends that tend to bark and bite more than others. Dog owners looking to give their pets a name that has an esoteric flair to it should definitely consider using a mythical creature as inspiration. Due to the fact that most mythological creatures have become so synonymous with certain abstract concepts that their very names can be used to evoke certain feelings and sentiments. On this video I will list 10 creepy canines from across the world that might haunted your night. On the 10th place is Boxandwolf. The first entry on this list may seem like your basic werewolf by appearance, but its mannerisms are certainly far different from its bloodthirsty kin. Legend says that if one happens to cross paths with this bipedal canine in the middle of the night, it'll force you to carry it on your back to its destination. The Boxandwolf is a name given to alleged werewolves found in the area near Hanover in Germany, mostly throughout the 18th century. In the entire region between the Deister River and the Weser River they tell about the Boxandwolf who at nighttime preys upon travelers, making them carry him part of the way. Such a Boxandwolf is actually a human who transforms himself and gains superhuman strength by putting on a strap. Late one evening two peasants were returning home from a mill not far from Rinteln. Each was carrying a sack of flour. A Boxandwolf confronted one of them. He immediately called out for help to his companion, who threw down his sack and attacked the Boxandwolf so furiously with his stick. The next day they went to another peasant. They had long suspected him, because he was rich, but no one knew the source of his wealth. He was lying in bed, deathly ill. He had the surgeon come and bind his wounds. Thus they discovered who had been the Boxandwolf. On the 9th place is the Beast of Javadan. The Beast of Javadan is the historic name associated with a man-eating animal or animals that terrorized the former province of Javadan. This canine, described as a wolf the size of a small bull with red fur and a panther's tail, was first spotted in 1764 when it attacked a young shepherdess by the name of Jean Voulet. The attacks continued through the summer and into autumn, according to George M. Eberhardt's 2002 book, Mysterious Creatures, A Guide to Cryptozoology, until it caught the attention of King Louis XV himself, who would routinely organize hunts to find the creature. 8th place is Inugami Yokai is the term used to describe a large number of legendary entities that hail from Japan, and a large number of yokai possess animal forms. While the fox-like kitsune is possibly the most well-known yokai to have a canine appearance, Inugami is a spirit with the appearance of a straight-up dog. However, Inugami's true hidden form remains a bit darker than a simple spiritual-looking dog. This canine's head is actually a preserved, mummified dog's head bound in ceremonial wrappings. The legend goes that Inugami is a spiritual servant summoned by sorcerers of Japan to follow every order bequeathed unto them, be the orders benign or malevolent. On the 7th place, Tibicina. A Tibicina, also known as Guaconches, was a mythological creature of the Guanches, pre-Hispanic inhabitants of the Canary Islands. Tibicinas were imagined to be demons or genies who had the bodies of great wild dogs with red eyes, covered by long, black fur. They lived in deep caves inside the mountains. The Tibicina, however, does have a few variations on their reportings. Sometimes they are described with white fur, and sometimes they aren't even dogs at all, taking on the shapes of a boar. But no matter their shape or origin, the Tibicina is a hunter of human flesh and is even said to have been witnessed well into the 1900s. Some existing caves today are still referred to as Tibicina lairs, such as Cueva del Tibicina. According to myth, Tibicinas attacked livestock and persons, particularly at night. Guanche mythology posited Tibicinas as offspring of Guayota, the devil or malignant deity. The sixth canine, the Beast of Bray Road. The Beast of Bray Road, also known as the Bray Road Beast and the Wisconsin werewolf, is a purported humanoid wolf-like creature allegedly witnessed in or near the rural community of Elkhorn, Walworth. The U.S. is no stranger to werewolf stories, though some claim that the upright canids of North America are more of a modern phenomena than werewolves of old. This werewolf-like creature has been portrayed regularly in the media since the first sightings and even had a low-budget movie based on its legend. The fifth, the Michigan Dogman. In Michigan folklore, the Michigan Dogman was allegedly witnessed in 1887 in Wexford County, Michigan. The creature is described as a 7-foot-tall, blue-eyed, or amber-eyed bipedal canine-like animal with the torso of a man and a fearsome howl that sounds like a human scream. The Michigan Dogman looks like a standard werewolf without too much variation, though it attacks far fewer cars and people than its other lycanthropic brethren. In 1938, a man was fishing along the Muskegon River when a pack of wild dogs attacked him. He was able to scare most of them away by firing a shotgun into the air. But one seemed not to be unfazed by the firearm and instead stood on its hind legs and glared at the man. Reports still continue to this day. While some were hoaxes, one must wonder if the Dogman legend is real. On the fourth place, Malawi Terror Beast. The Malawi Terror Beast refers to a rabid hyena which killed at least 3 people and severely injured 16 others in the central Dawa district, some 100 kilometers from Lilongwe, in 2003. When investigated, authorities believed this to be the work of a rabid hyena, though said hyena was never actually caught. Those lucky enough to survive their attacks suffered horrific disfigurements which local scientists analyzed in an attempt to identify the beast. Those who saw the animal dismissed claims it was a hyena, due to its large hind legs. Many local residents believed that the unknown animal is the soul of a similar beast that was killed a year before, after it slayed 5 people, and that it returned to exact revenge upon those that claimed its life. To this day, what the beast was, or where it went, remain unsolved. On the third spot, Rougarou. Rougarou is the name by which, within North American folklore, the same type of werewolf is called that, in the mythology of certain French communities. The Rougarou is pretty much described as the de facto werewolf, a 2-legged, furred wolf with sharp teeth and claws. The howl sounds like a wolf, but something's a little off. Standing on 2 legs on top of a fallen, moss-covered tree is a large, snarling beast. Another telling of the story says that the Rougarou is under a 101-day curse, unless the affected person can transfer the curse to another human being. Their curse usually comes from a local witch, sometimes a voodoo priestess. Second spot is Chupacabra. The Chupacabra or Chupacabras is a legendary creature in the folklore of parts of the Americas, with its first purported sightings reported in Puerto Rico in 1995. The name comes from the animal's reported vampirism, The Chupacabra is said to attack and drink the blood of livestock, including goats. Haunting locales from Chile to Texas to Mexico to Puerto Rico, this strange, small hissing creature is by far the most well-known cryptid of Latin America. While the most common rational explanations for the Chupacabra are that it is definitely a dog with mange, the actual legend itself does claim that this being is more reptilian than canine. And the first spot goes to Black Dog. The Black Dog is a supernatural, spectral, or demonic entity originating from English folklore that has also been seen throughout Europe and the Americas. The Black Dog is the name given to a being found primarily in the folklores of the British Isles. The Black Dog is essentially a nocturnal apparition, often said to be associated with the devil. Although these supernatural animals are most often depicted as malevolent creatures bringing bad luck, black dogs have also had benevolent connotations, as protective spirits attached to a family. Those are 10 most creepiest canines around the world that until this very day are believed to be real. Thank you for watching this video. See you on the next case.